Hey, in this video, we're going to talk about social media as a lead source to be in the top 13% in your industry. Welcome back, Todd Conklin. We're going to dig in today in lead source social media. How do you use social media to create leads, generate enough into the funnel to create an exceptional business? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So first thing we're going to talk about is funnels. Well, what is a funnel? Just from a definition perspective, listen, if you will picture an actual funnel, and the top is where you pour things in, and then it works its way down until it gets down to the end, and then you get your final product at the very end. That's what a funnel is. And so when we're talking about that from a leads perspective, what we're talking about specifically, how do we get buyers and sellers, would-be buyers and sellers, to raise their hand and say, hey, listen, I might be interested. I'm not interested, but I might be interested if all the stars aligned properly, right? That's at the top of the funnel. That may be somebody that's 24 months out. It could be 18 months out. We don't necessarily know. But as you work down the funnel, that's how it works, right? So you got to fill them first. There's a couple of different strategies that I love on the funnel side, right? Number one is just running a social media ad. These are paid ads. Y'all, they're cheap. I'm talking about like $50 cheap. And I can expose my ad to literally thousands and thousands of people. So I love the funnels. When it comes to sellers and buyers, kind of an easy strategy would just be like, hey, what are the 5 things that you wish every seller knew before they picked an agent, right? What are the 7 things that you see buyers making mistakes in that's really costing them time, money, maybe even their own dream home? So that would just be a simple checklist. And you're just going to run an ad that just says, hey, listen, if you like my 5 things every seller should know before they choose a real estate agent, click on this button. And they click the button, and it takes you to another page that simply says, hey, what's your name? What's your email address? I'll send this to you. Now, that's somebody who's raised their hand and said, hey, listen, I'm a potential seller. I find your information maybe valuable, or at the very least interesting. And now you have an opportunity to connect with these people, but it's generating the lead through a paid source. Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. I'm going to get you right back to the video, but most of you know me as a real estate broker, or maybe somebody who's built and scaled one of the fastest growing sales organizations in the country. What you may not know is that I also work with other sales professionals and leaders that are looking to grow and scale their businesses and just live badass lives. The one place that I have everybody start, the very first spot, is the lethal scripts for the sales warrior. I'm going to give you one for free today, just so that you can get a little taste of what it is that we're doing out there. So click on the link below. We'll send you the information, and let's get back to the video. Another strategy that I really like is the survey strategy, right? So you would say, here are the 7 things all sellers should know before they list and sell their property. And then when you click on that button, it may just say, all right, well, what's your name? And then it goes to the next one. Are you interested in selling in the next 12 months, 6 months, 18 months? Maybe those are answers. And then, the next one, are you currently working with an agent? If you were to choose an agent, what are you looking for out of an agent? That kind of thing. Okay. And then at the end, it would say, all right, well, where would you like me to send this 7 things that all sellers should know before they list and sell their home? The survey strategy gives you additional information. If it's done properly, you can keep it to 3 to 5 questions, and people go through it very quickly. What you don't want to do is you don't want to be one of those cheesy ads that says, hey, listen, I'm going to give you, 3, 5 questions, and then I'm going to ask you to do something that I didn't know that I was going to have to do early on. And you see a lot of those where they say, hey, listen, answer these 5 questions as to what you want to do: gain weight, lose weight, get shredded, whatever. And then you answer all of these questions at the end. They're like, oh, hey, now pay me $200. You don't want to be that cheeseball. Okay. So next one is organic social media. Oftentimes what I find are that people don't know what to say or what to do. Can we just sort of fix it real fast? There are static posts. That would be a photo or just a quote. And then there are videos. Videos are far better than static posts, although static posts have a place, right? I use them. If you look at my social media, official Todd Conklin, you'll see that occasionally I'll throw in a static post. They run very well. They get great engagement. And part of the reason they get great engagement is because it's the anomaly. It's not the norm, right? So video, video, video. We've heard that for over a decade. Video, video, video. Well, yeah, but what do I do? Well, what I teach everybody, it's what I do. I have a notes app. And there's all kinds. There's some that come normally on your phone. I use Evernote. There's Notability. You name it. Just find one. And I keep a note for the entire week. And what I do is every time an agent, every time a consumer, every time a broker or owner or entrepreneur or a leader is having a conversation with me, they all ask questions, right? They all express some challenge or some concern, and a lot of them talk about their solutions. I write them all down. Listen, every time you talk to a consumer out there, they're probably asking you, hey, what's going on with interest rates? What's going on with the inventory levels? What's going on with your business? How long is it taking to sell a house? Are there any good investment properties out there? These are all questions that you can answer, and they just simply become part of your social media. And what that might look like then is, hey, what's going on with interest rates? Okay, great. So I'm going to answer. I'm going to grab my phone. Don't overthink this. The greatest thing when you're talking about your video, your phone is an incredible camera. Trust it. Okay. What I would do is I would invest just a little bit of money. By the way, you can get, little labs microphones for $50. Okay. But the quality of the audio seems to matter far more than the quality of the video. Now watch. Hey guys, listen, it's Todd. I got a bunch of questions. This one question kept coming up, and that was, what's going on with interest rates? Well, as you may have noticed, interest rates got as high as 8%, and they've been slowly coming down. And boy, wouldn't you know it, just this week they dropped below 6%. That is fantastic. If you're a buyer, this is the greatest time for you to be looking at in months, really. And if you look at the 40-year average, it was about 7%. So we're well below the 40-year average. So a great opportunity. Now, we don't know how long they're going to stay. We don't know if they're going to go back up or go back down. But listen, as we say in our industry, you find the property that you love, you buy that property, and then you can always refi, right? You marry the property, you date the rate. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you'd like to know what the rates are as of this moment, DM me rates, and I'll hook you up. Hey, just a quick little interruption. As you know, I work with some of the best sales professionals and leaders who are looking to grow their businesses, build exceptional lives on the planet. And what I'm doing is I'm giving away $50,000 worth of coaching and training absolutely free. All you have to do is enter the drawing below, click on the link, enter your information, tell us just a little bit about you, and you could qualify for $50,000 worth of free coaching and training. Let's get back to the video. Okay. Now, there's a lot of things that just went into that, but I want you to understand, I simply just answered the question that was asked from the clients that I spoke to that week. So that's an easy one. I like to, when I look at your social media, I want you to be able to answer a couple of things. Number one, I want to know that you're a real estate agent. Okay. If you look at your social media and I can't tell that you're a real estate agent, then you're behaving like a secret agent. And those don't make the 13% club. Okay. So make sure that you got that right. And then number two, I want to know who you are and what you stand for. What I will tell you is this: you don't need to be the agent to everybody. You just need to be the agent to the people that like, trust, know you. But they need to know you. They need to know who you are and what you stand for. And the only way you can do that is by making sure that you're demonstrating out to the world who you are. So what does that look like? Well, for me, we follow the 4 foundations. I want you to be able to tell that I have faith. I want you to be able to tell that family is very important to me. I want you to be able to tell that I believe in fitness and health and vitality. And yes, I want you to know that I'm in real estate. That's my finance, my business. That's what I'm doing, right? So from your core 4, that may be a cadence for you to record videos or make posts at the very least that demonstrate who you are as a person. I would also encourage you to, at minimum, post 1 video every single day. That's got to be your cadence. As you get comfortable with that, we can talk about scaling that up. But right now, I want you to be a man and woman of your word. I want you to commit to doing things, and I want you to actually follow through with them. And so that's posting 1 time every day. Now, the second to last thing that I'll tell you, and I'm going to give you just a little bit of a sneak peek on YouTube, but y'all, I want to be super clear as to what we're really trying to do on social media. Okay, there is and has been, and I was guilty of it too. This like all in on getting as many followers as you possibly can. While that's important and it will happen organically, the most important thing is the engagement. Okay. So let me tell you what we're really trying to do. We're really trying to get people to like. We're really trying to get people to comment. We're really trying to get people to share. We're really trying to get people to save. And we're really trying to get people to DM us. Okay. Those are the 5 things. Now, those 5 things all have different weight, but if you will focus on getting a little bit of all of those things, then really good things are going to happen to you. So what does that look like? Well, call to action. I just did that video and I asked at the end, if you're interested in knowing what the rates are right now, DM me, right? So I asked them to do one of those things. One thing that you might be able to do is like, let's say I gave, here are the 5 things that I think you should be doing as a seller. And maybe at the end I say, hey, listen, maybe I missed something. What do you think? Did I miss something? Comment below, right? Hey, here are the 7 things you have to do when if you're a buyer, and if you're not quite a buyer, but you're going to be a buyer in the future, make sure you save this video so that when you do become a buyer, you know where to go back and find it. Right now you're saving. I'm calling them to save it. Okay. So these are all different calls to action, but understand what we're looking for are people to engage. I need them to like, give me a thumbs up. I need them to comment. What did I miss? I need them to share this with somebody that this might be powerful for, may make a difference. Okay. I need them to save it so that I get weight for that. And then I need you to DM me. Right. All right. So that's it. Now I want to just give you a little bit of a sneak peek. We're going to call it YouTube 101. I'm going to get into YouTube at a much deeper level in a subsequent session. But here, I want you to understand what YouTube's place is, because I think there might be some really interesting low-hanging fruit that a lot of people are missing because we're all being sort of sucked into the vortex of LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and all of those things. If you will, go to Google and you will search your town real estate. Okay. Just search it, right? Bozeman real estate. Look to see what comes up. You're going to see that some videos are going to pop up. And by the way, it's not an accident, right? Who owns YouTube? Google. Oh, so it would make sense that they're going to push that content. You betcha. Now, if you put something in your town real estate and you don't see any videos, the reason you're not seeing any videos is because nobody is doing a good enough job for YouTube, Google to want to push it. So this is a great, interesting, low-hanging fruit for you. So what do you do? Well, so what I would encourage you to do is YouTube for me is a long form platform. Now, what do I mean by that? So short form are all these little small snippets that we see in Instagram, Facebook, et cetera. Those are these little bite size because, like we're the goldfish, we have 7 seconds of focus. Long form is where people are going and they want to learn something. Okay, these are serious people. So I'm going to take long form, anything that's over, let's say 2 minutes, and that's where it's going to live. So for example, this video is a great YouTube video on how to learn to be a great real estate salesperson and become part of the 13% and build a lifelong, life-changing career in this industry, right? Wink. Okay. So that's my long form content. And then I'm going to post it on Facebook. All right, one more interruption. Hey, listen, you guys know I'm working with salespeople and leaders all over the country, all over the world for that matter, and we're all focused on one thing. How is it that we have the greatest impact and change the most lives? So here's the thing. You don't have to pay me to be your coach. I'm going to give you my phone number. I want you to text me any question you've got. I promise you I'll answer it. Just try me. 833-338-0078. Ask me whatever you want. I'm in this for you, not just with you, for you. Let's get out there and crush it and change some lives. Now, I'm going to teach you in a subsequent session how you can leverage AI to turn all of that long form into a bunch of short form that you can use for social media, which is going to make your life so much easier, right? But for today, I want you to focus on creating long form. Same strategy that we use for organic social media: keep notes, record videos, teach people how to fill in the blank. That's how you're going to do that. That's how you're going to record these videos. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about how we're going to title them, because this is the magic, y'all. So pay very close attention, and you're probably going to have to go back and rewatch this. So make sure you save the video. Okay. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, star it, whatever it is that you need to do. Okay. But here's the deal. Your title means everything. Okay. So when you go to Google and you search, you're going to, number one, see what comes up. So if it was Bozeman Real Estate and nobody's showing up, well, there's a good title. Okay. But if you will scroll down just a little bit, you're also going to find that little also searched. And you're going to have 3, 5. If you hit more, it's going to keep giving you more and more search terms other people searched in addition to Bozeman Real Estate. These are very valuable because as you get into these more niched titles, you will rank higher. Okay, so use them all, right? So maybe my first one is Bozeman Real Estate, right? Colon. Maybe also search was what's the average sales price in Bozeman, Montana? So I would put Bozeman Real Estate, colon, what's the average sales price in Bozeman, / your name. Okay. I again, go back and watch this. You've got to follow that exactly. In your description, you can write everything you needed to know about that video, right? Like, hey, in this video, I go through what the different segments are from average sales price to luxury to different neighborhoods to payments to property types, et cetera. By the way, if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to give me a text. My phone number is 833-338-0078. I'll get right back to you. Make sure you like this video. Okay. That's it, right? That is your social media strategy. So as a lead source, I don't want you to overthink this. Social media lead source, make sure that you are posting daily. Make sure that I know from your social media that you're in the business. Make sure I know who you are and what you stand for, and begin to leverage YouTube for your long form content. And then I'm going to show you later exactly how you can turn that into more short form content than you ever knew what to do with it. Hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. This is where we all come together. We learn the skills necessary to be in the top 13%. See you next session.